All right, everybody. This is Two Bubs, One I am your host, Matt Butera. And with me, two of the funniest men I've ever met in my life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So nice.
Mr. Eric Biggs.
Woo! And
I have to say my own name, huh? Brent Bradley.
Yeah.
I guess I'll say it myself.
you know what?
No, he said his own name.
It's because he's the this time.
You said Eric
No,
Biggs.
he said his own name. Are you that high?
Apparently.
Yeah, he said his own name. Yeah.
I'm a ventriloquist.
You know I'm gonna get to watch this back.
Yeah,
And if you're gaslighting me right now, like you do all the time,
you're gonna
You're
forget
see in
this.
like a month. Yeah. You told me last night, hey, make sure you text me so I don't forget we're recording the pod tomorrow.
which you didn't do.
That wasn't 12, but we talked about it. So I was like, if I have to type this out.
Also, when I was clipping the video of the first episode.
Yeah.
At one point, you were like, I don't like when you called everyone you people. And I was
Yeah.
like, I said the people.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, you said you people. And then I was looking at the clip. I was like, see, I have proof. And I was going to send it to you, but I was like, I don't want to sound like my wife right now. I don't want to be a female here.
Yeah, only ladies have receipts.
Yeah, we go cash only, buddy.
What are we, a bunch of ladies bringing up facts and shit?
So what have you guys been up to? How's your week been?
It's been pretty solid. You were gay and didn't come out and hang out and bully people from the back table with me and Brent last night.
You know, I was feeling very down last night.
Well, that's all right. We won't talk about it because that'll be annoying. But
That's why I didn't talk to you about it last
We
night.
don't want to bum anybody out. So.
somebody might be listening to this on their way to work. We don't need them driving into traffic, just being like, it's not worth it.
That's also why I don't come to you with my problems. Yeah.
That's fair.
Because this is the type of reaction
Is
I
that
get.
all I would have to do? I do have to be extra nice to you today because you're also driving me home. So.
Yeah. Remember that.
But yeah, no, it felt very fun just sitting there bullying a bunch of random comics we don't really know.
Yeah.
Yeah, just being just fucking mean for no reason.
Yeah. We kept on playing the they look like this and that mashed together game.
Oh, nice. Oh, I missed that?
Yeah, dude,
It was a good one.
It's so fun.
There were some characters at Shooters last night.
Yeah. Shooters was weird. Fucking
It's usually got a decent
yeah.
cast of
For the
characters
people,
there.
for the people in the audience, the Shooters is a riff mic where you just go, you draw something out of a bucket, and you riff on the topic.
Yeah.
And anybody can sign up, just like any other open mic.
Yeah.
There was a dude that got down on the floor, then sat down on the stage, and then just talked for like 3 minutes
Yeah.
about.
And then just walked off.
Yeah,
Back
it was
into the
very
crowd.
confusing.
That's weird.
And then he was hanging out with that like kind of hot old lady that was on stage.
Usually you only see something like that when they're offering free pizza.
Oh, the one that was like,
That was
I was going to my job on 9/11.
I had just flown back from Canada the day before 9/11. I see her Brent go, that means she's like 40-something. And I was like,
To be fair,
No, way older.
you
than
wouldn't
40.
have guessed. You wouldn't have guessed. 45 probably.
yeah.
No, the numbers don't add up.
Yeah, they do.
2001. That's
Yeah.
24 years. Oh, yeah. No, okay, yeah, you're right. I just figured it out, yeah. Math was a little off, yeah.
I love the passion that Matt brings to arguments he hasn't thought out.
Most of my, I think 99%
Every
of my
argument?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost every argument, yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is every once in a while he looks out and he's right. You know, and that's like a bad comedian having a good set. It just keeps him going for fucking too long.
You don't have to talk about his comedy too. What the fuck?
I know, you just gave me compliments for 45 minutes straight on the ride here.
There was no camera.
There's no audio proof of that at all.
There is.
Just secretly recording me in the car.
Yeah, Matt has a device that anytime somebody starts saying something nice, it just starts recording.
Yeah, I have a mashup that I listen to
That's how he
every
falls
night
asleep?
before I go to bed, yeah.
Anytime his wife yells at him, he just turns it on, and he just goes, no, dude, you are funny. Okay.
You know what? Your wife was wrong.
You had a good point. She was being a bitch, all right? All right, but no, I saw a thing on Are You Garbage?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like we need to weigh in on this. It's the pooping at parties thing. Have you guys seen this?
I actually haven't listened to the podcast in a few weeks.
Okay, so they were having this discussion, and I feel like we're gonna have a mixed bag of responses out of this group.
You know exactly where I'm going to go with it, probably.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I feel like I know where he's going. I think it's going to be the other end, but we're going to see. So the idea is you're at like a casual friend's place during a party, and you have to shit. It's like you have to shit. Are you going to leave? Are you going to go and shit in like a room close to where the party is happening? Or are you going to go into a private bathroom that maybe you're not technically supposed to be in? Like one that's like connected to a master bath. I think Matt over here is, I'm going to go into their master bathroom.
And then I'm going to clean my ass with their shower.
Yeah.
No, I mean, honestly, you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at my answer. I would go away from the party.
Yeah.
And because I don't want to stink it up.
Or would you leave? Would you leave the party?
Oh, no. I'll definitely stay there. I'll just ask where their other bathroom is. Not the one that's right here.
So, like, even if you didn't know somebody super well, you would still be like, hey, man, I got to shit.
Yeah.
Where's your master bathroom?
Yeah. I wouldn't ask for, where's your master bathroom? I'll just say, where's another bathroom?
I like how you snuck that in there trying to make it sound like that was
Even worse.
That was a setup. Expert level manipulation.
You didn't have to call it out, but all right.
Oh, yeah, that's why I denied his fucking bullshit. Yeah. But, yeah, no, I'll ask.
Yeah, okay. So, like, if we were here at Japes,
So
and
there's
we
a different
were having a little shindig here.
Oh, no, this is
A
different.
shit dig, if you will.
Yeah, but Japes is different.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. Japes,
Yeah, you did say casual friend.
Yeah.
I guess. What do you mean by casual friend? Like casual friend is in like somebody you don't know that well.
Yeah,
or-
like you're hanging out with his good friend. That you're like you only know them through relation to somebody else, kind of thing.
Yeah, nothing will stop me from shitting.
Okay. Okay.
If I have to go, I'm going to
I'm
go.
not leaving the
But
party.
would you let somebody else do that in your house?
Yeah.
Because you have told me before that somebody shit in your bathroom, and you were very angry about it.
Oh, because that was someone doing work in my house. That's different.
It was somebody. Yeah, he had a maid like cleaning at his
Yeah.
house, and then got mad that she took a shit before she left.
No, because the maid came in. She was scheduled for 3 hours, and she did nothing that she was supposed to do. And then before she left, she was like, "Oh, can I use the bathroom real quick?" She didn't say, "I got to shit." She said, "Can
Well,
I use?"
she's a lady. Ladies don't say that.
She was not that type of lady. She was the type of lady who would say, "I have to shit," or at least I thought she was. But anyway.
Clearly not, though. She didn't.
But
say
if you met this, okay, fine. And then she was in the
Kind of like that one girl you just said was stupid ugly, and then it turned out not to be.
It was a picture, all right, that I saw. That I was like, yeah, she's anyway. This, and then she went into the bathroom for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So she pooped and got off.
100%, yeah.
Maybe she was playing on TikTok,
No.
watching cleaning videos.
No. If you're at
She's
work,
playing a cleaning game on her phone.
so we told her this is an opportunity for you to be hired weekly. Yes, she was.
She probably came in your house and said, "No money isn't enough."
Oh, she shit on my wife a bunch. She was like, "Why isn't she doing this, or this?" And I was like, "Oh my god!"
You're like, "This is why we're hiring a cleaner." What are you
Yeah.
talking about, lady?
Yeah, so she was trashing us on what our place looked like.
Yeah.
Which is like, get to know me a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I obviously
You were enjoying it. It's fucking, don't pretend. You're sitting there.
Yeah, but then we asked her to do laundry for 3 hours because we have like an insane amount of laundry, and she did like. So we had like 15 loads of laundry that needed to be folded. It's insane.
Yeah.
You do have 2 kids. I get it.
Yeah.
Maverick was sick last week, and it was.
Yeah.
I went through 6 pairs of shorts in one day.
Jesus. Yeah, and she did 3 loads. She only did 3 loads and was like, I'm gonna go clean something else. I'm gonna go do something else and just cleaned one of the other rooms for no reason. Like it didn't need to be cleaned. Like I just needed like a quick one. Okay, yeah.
They all needed to be clean.
Yeah.
It just wasn't what you prioritized her.
But she was also like, she said to us, she's like, I want to be able to do this weekly here. I'm looking for something long term. And we're like, yeah, work for 3 hours. If you do what we ask you, maybe we'll bring you back. And she didn't do what we asked. And then she took a massive shit for 45 minutes.
Was it on the clock still?
Yeah.
Oh.
Did she get?
What
did she spray?
It didn't smell.
Did it smell?
Then she sprayed. She's in there cleaning, dude.
There's no spray.
Maybe it took her 30 minutes to clean her.
You have a bathroom in your house that doesn't have spray?
Oh yeah, I like to let it fly. Yeah.
Now see,
he's an animal.
Yeah, his wife puts up with a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. See, because I kind of expected Matt was going to take the thing of that he would shit anywhere, but he would not always be down with another person shitting in his house. But I knew that you're kind of considerate about if somebody's got shit.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with it.
Because we were at your house the other day, and I was like, "Hey, where's the bathroom? I gotta pee." You know, it's right here. You're like, or there's another one upstairs if you gotta really do some damage. And I was like, no, I'm just pissing, but good looking out, dude. You've been drinking screwdrivers for 2 hours. Good looking out,
dude. Liquor and mangoes.
Yeah, it's a real white guy move.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like I would for sure stay. But I would ask where, like in my house, I've got a bathroom downstairs, one upstairs, and then the master bath. So it's like, I would ask where that second bathroom is, that extra big ass bathroom. This is not right in the vicinity for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going.
But also,
would you ever leave if you had to shit?
No. Unless let's say that I had been having raging diarrhea all day and I knew that it was going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Then I might, if there was someplace close enough that I could get to. Like if there was a gas station on the street that I knew I could get to. But if not, sorry.
Yeah.
You want to hear my most fun shitting at somebody's house story?
Of course.
So
that's where I was hoping this would all lead to.
When I was in college, we were going to a house party, and this was at the school that I had played football at. And so when we got there, the dude whose house it was just one of those fucking arrogant pricks.
Yeah.
Who was like, for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, I would have beat the shit out of this guy. Like, could have easily. And he was just being a piece of shit all night. And so I went to
Big Dog.
Well, so what I did is I went to his bathroom.
Yeah.
And I shit in the top of the bowl.
Oh, you did
a nice little upper decker.
That was a thing when we were that young. Is it a thing for you? Was that a thing for you guys when you grew up?
I had buddies that would always say they were going to do it to each other,
but they never did.
No one did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
the only
have
time I
to
ever
hate somebody to do that.
Yeah, this guy sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I do it, and then he finds out. Like he goes and uses his bathroom, and obviously, I'd been drinking all day, so it wasn't
Brent walks
solid
back out
per se.
He walked out to the party. He goes, "I just shit in his upper tank." He's like, "I don't know how the guy found out."
Well, dude, so like an old ass house, right? So you're walking up. You live downstairs.
Yeah.
So you're walking up from the basement. It's like one of those like tight like staircases that turns.
Yeah.
So I hear him yell, "Who the fuck shit in my toilet?" Like,
did you just walk out?
No, I let him come to the stairs before I said it was me. And I was like, I fucking did it. What are you gonna do about it? And he was just like, fuck you, and just went back downstairs. And I was just like, all right, time to go. I'm good. I'm good now. My night has been a success.
Dude, I loved fucking up people's houses whenever we were partying in college.
Yeah.
But I liked doing the little things. Like, me and a bunch of buddies went to a frat party, and they were like, these people that were throwing the party were like renting a house. So it had like a full basement and everything. And they were playing beer pong and flip cup. So there was a bunch of ping pong balls all around. So all night, me and it was really my one buddy that was doing it a lot. And then we were just helping him find new places to do it at. He was taking JB Weld, like the adhesive. Mm-hmm. And sticking ping pong balls to random things all over this guy's basement. So, and it had the exposed metal cross things in the bottom. So he's sticking it to that. He took a beer can and he near the top of it, and, like stuck into the ceiling. And he was a little bit bigger, goofy guy, but he had super long hair. Every fucking party we went to, the hottest chick there at some point would walk up and be like, "Oh my God, your hair is beautiful. What is your regimen?" And he would then sit there and have us talk about hair products. Because also he didn't drink. So he was just like hanging out, having a good time. And he's sitting there.
Ruining somebody's fucking house. JP Weld? That's crazy. Dude, you can hold lawnmowers together with that.
I know.
That's insane.
So he's going, he's like standing there and she walks up and he's like, "Let's go with the beer can," and like brings his hand back down, like trying to be sly. Just starts talking to her. And they're like going back and forth and blah, blah. They've been talking for a minute. And then all of a sudden the beer can just falls off and smacks him in the head. And he goes, "Aww." And just walked outside. Yeah,
So
I heard whenever he moved out, his landlord called him about ping pong balls.
that's hilarious.
Because like I knew guys that knew him. And they were like, "Yeah, apparently like somebody like JB welded a bunch of ping pong balls all over his house," and I was like, "Who would do that?"
That's crazy. What a diabolical thing to do.
It's so funny.
It's now like looking back, it wasn't funny.
Like so many things in our lives.
It was a felony.
I did a few things. Like if we went to a house parties, I would steal people's coolers. That was one of my favorite things to do. Yeah,
especially if they were like kind of full of beer.
Yeah. Also,
and like a good igloo cooler.
No, I want an empty cooler. I just take empty coolers.
Oh, dude, that's
just collecting coolers. Yeah. He's like, "I got so many body parts in my house. How am I gonna fucking bury them?"
Yeah. I look weird if I go and buy 15 coolers.
No, I gotta cool off these jokes, buddy.
Yeah,
that was so bad.
Put them in the oven. Let them fucking heat up for the level.
I had a tummy ache from that one. You know?
JP in the pod. That's been our episode.
But then I would do that. I would also break things. Like people would have like shovels outside and stuff, and I would just break the shovel. I would just like I would just stomp the handle.
Do you know how pissed I'd be if I walked out to use my rake and some asshole just fucking snapped it in half?
Yeah.
Especially also because like that kind of stuff isn't something you're gonna use all the time.
Yes, you don't know.
So it's just gonna be something you find in like 6 months, and you go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, that dude got divorced because of you. He was like, "Well, I didn't break the shovel, Cheryl." Like,
all right. So I did one thing that was really well. I'll talk about this one. That I got so drunk, and I was just like, "This is gonna be so funny." And someone had their cat litter box in the bathroom, and I took a shit in the cat litter box.
That's diabolical.
Yeah,
that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
But also, 23-year-old me would have found that fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I also didn't tell anybody. It was just for me.
That's almost better.
Yeah.
See, I like
it's
doing
like a little secret for yourself.
Uh-huh.
I like doing it with a little group. Where there's like a big party and then there's like 4 of you just wrecking like little chaos.
Seeing what's happening.
Yeah, just being like, "Ooh, did you guys see what they got away?" Dude, the last night, we would always go to the same frats parties. The last party we went to, we stole 2 coolers. One of those like style coolers that you put like juice in for like a kid's soccer game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stole that.
Like a jungle juice?
Yeah. Stole their 2 camping chairs and their frat flag.
Nice.
That's an impressive haul.
Yeah. Well, it's because we were partying in the garage, and then the party kept dwindling, so everyone moved into the house.
Yeah.
So one of my buddies just went and he unhooked the garage door as we were all moving inside. So then after like 2 more hours later, after we all left, no one was in the garage anymore. So we just walked out, opened up the garage door, and there was like 7 of us.
Just started hauling shit to the car.
And we all just grabbed shit, shut the garage door behind us, and walked off. Like 3 of us, because like knew different people that were like part of it, or girls that were like dating guys, got calls and they were like, "Does anyone know who the fuck those guys were? They stole a bunch of shit."
Oh man, one time I've said this on stage before because I tried to make this into a joke, but I got pissed at a girl for not wanting to have sex with me.
Yeah.
And she wound up sleeping with my cousin, and I had to pee really bad.
Oh, so what, did you pissed all over her house?
Yeah, I pissed like I started in the tub, and then I went outside into the kitchen, and then I went into the living room and on the couch, but I went
like a fucking cat mark in his territory.
I went outside the bathroom thinking that everyone was going to be out there, and they were going to think it's hilarious with my dick out and peeing, and nobody was out. Nobody was
Everyone
there.
always goes, ha ha ha!
A penis.
Nobody was out there.
How fat were you at the time?
No, this is when I lost weight. I was in shape.
See, an in-shape guy pissing all over my house, I'm getting a gun. Because I'm like, I don't know what this feral animal is doing in my living room.
But I told two people. I told my two best friends at the time, and my one buddy laughed hysterically.
Yeah.
And then the other one, because I also stole coolers from there too. And
What do you do with all these coolers?
he made me bring the coolers back. He's like, "You're a piece of shit." He's like,
That's a bad friend.
He also wouldn't let me sleep at his house because he was so mad at me. He's like, "I can't believe you would do that. You're the nice guy." Trust me, I was back then. He's like,
So he was trying to fuck that chick too.
"No, he."
You take those back. She said if I got him back, she'd fuck me.
Yeah.
No, he's like, "Yeah, you're not sleeping here tonight." I was like, "All right." And I stole, he had like 3 bags of Doritos. I stole like 3 bags of Doritos, and then I left. But yeah,
Oh my god.
it was very, I have a lot of weird stories. Oh, by the way, you didn't tell yours. What would you do?
Oh yeah.
Talk about shitting in someone's house.
Oh, so it depends. So, like, back home, my family, they all live by each other. So if I really got it, like, had to shit, we're, like, at my grandma's house,
Yeah.
I'll go home.
That's fair. If you're within like
Because it's, like, a block away.
Yeah.
So I would just go home and shit there. Because she has a very small
What about this?
old lady
Are you
house.
a public shitter? Like if you're out,
I-
do you shit at a restaurant or?
I will.
Okay, what about you?
oh yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta shit. You gotta shit. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what's weird? I'm bladder shy. But I'll shit anywhere.
That doesn't
Like,
make
if-
sense because
if-
He'll shit with
If
no
I'm
piss.
if I'm standing,
Ah!
no, it's more like
he's
so
holding
bad.
he's holding he's squeezing his
at
dick.
urinals or like a fucking trough. Forget it. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've never peed at Lucky Penny?
Huh?
Have you never peed at the Lucky Penny Lounge?
Is it?
Yeah, it's just not people in there when I'm doing it.
Oh, that's fair. All right.
Yeah.
Because they have a trough there, so that's why.
Yeah, they do. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's
I
a
pissed.
Jack
small
Warner was
trough.
talking about it in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I pissed in so many troughs growing up because that's how our like county fair, that's how our old air bathrooms were, and that's where like every event happened was out at the fairgrounds.
Mhm.
So you're just always pissing in troughs, and it sucked whenever you're like little because then some like old ass fucking dude would come in.
Yeah.
And the troughs weren't that big, but they were like supposed to be 2 guys, like spacing wise. And some old guy would just come in and he just hammered. And it was like, ah!
You're getting
I'm 9.
splashback right in the forehead.
Yeah.
You were talking about stealing shit. My one of my ex-girlfriends and I, the one that lived in Chicago, that was our game. Like we would go to bars and be like, "What's the biggest thing we can steal without getting caught here?"
Nice.
Like trying to get
Oh,
signs
yeah.
off the wall,
Yeah.
or pictures
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff like that. And she was the same one. Like during the holidays, we would drive around her suburbs and we'd rearrange people's Christmas decorations.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we'd stack the deer so they look like they were fucking.
Yeah.
We'd like take decorations from one person's house and put them in somebody else's yard
Yeah.
so they thought they stole them
That's
and shit.
hilarious.
Yeah.
You know, when me and Jen first started dating, so I kept breaking our glasses and like our bowls and plates just from dropping them. So we would just steal. Yeah, literally, it's like I'm just holding something and it would just fall out of my hand.
Is that why you had to start working out? You're just a weak little bitch. You're like, I can't even hold this cup. Oh.
But yeah, we would do something similar. Like we would take cups and fucking forks and all that shit.
Yeah.
Dude, I love stealing like ramekins. You know what a ramekin is, right?
Yeah, those are
what?
cool to steal.
A ramekin.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're the things that sauces come in, like little metal containers.
Oh,
with black
yeah,
containers.
yeah.
Dude, I got a whole.
I love
bunch of
stealing the
those at home
sushi
places.
ones, the little sushi ones. Those are the best
with
ones to
soy
steal.
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
For sure.
Yeah.
Ooh. Favorite condiment. I don't know why it just popped into my head.
Barbecue.
Okay.
For like overall, it's barbecue.
Ketchup.
Ranch is a close second.
I do Whataburger jalapeno ranch is my go-to.
Yeah.
I like spicy mayo from
Yeah.
Sushi Spicy Mayo.
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy ketchup. The sriracha ketchup is really
Yeah.
good too.
So fry sauce from what is that burger place? Not Hop Dotty. The burger place in Georgetown that has the kids thing in the back, the playground in the back.
Hat Creek. Hat Creek.
Yeah,
Yes, Hat Creek.
Yeah,
Their
yeah.
fry sauce.
Yeah, their fry sauce is fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, Whataburger's spicy ketchup is fucking good too.
Yeah. Also, I'd just like to say, I've seen JP twice this week. He's been wearing Whataburger t-shirts both times. And I know he's off camera, but you were just talking about it, and I was like, he's wearing another Whataburger shirt. And I want to start trying to count how many he has, because I think it's a lot. 4?
In JP's defense, this is coming from the guy who spent $100 on Bush Light themed clothing today.
Also, how much?
Yeah.
Also, you have what? 5?
Oh, you have 4
5 Bucky
$10
shirts?
Whataburger shirts?
Yeah.
And then you have 5 $75 Bucky shirts.
The Bucky shirts are only like $20 a piece.
Okay.
Yeah, Bucky's has surprisingly good
Yeah,
prices.
that's why I buy them every year. But yes, every year whenever Bucky's launches their new merch, I buy all their Hawaiian shirts that they have.
That's solid.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a good deal.
Yeah, because
Right.
also, everywhere you go, people are like, those are fly as fuck. Because they're always crazy looking. And then people are like, oh, it's a crazy
I don't think
wild
anyone's
looking
ever said that to you.
Conversation starter.
Every black dude I've ever worn them in front of has said they're dope. So I don't care what
also,
your New York ass thinks.
He comes from small town Missouri, so that's like 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Look, every time I wear them, Don Armand tells me I look dope. So you guys can eat shit. All right?
Well, Don Armand has like 7 minutes on Bucky's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loves Bucky's.
Yeah.
He doesn't count.
Yeah, he does. He's a cool black guy.
Oh, wait a minute. Did you say that a black person doesn't count?
Yeah. Defend that.
Yeah.
Do it on
He
the
only
pod.
counts 3/5 of the time.
Are we in a car to Colorado right now?
So, fuck. That was crazy. You said that, and that made me think, okay, fuck off with the comments on this, okay? Don't be putting shit on the pod. But one of my favorite roasts that I've ever written, I was roasting my buddy Julian Leisure, shout out, in Omaha. And he is a little taller than Alex Cunningham, little black guy. And so we were roasting each other. And he was like, I want you to go hard. Like, he's like, I want you to roast me. And we were roasting at like this like sketchy bar in Omaha. So
Yeah.
nobody's getting pissed. And I said that Julian is proof that God is a comic at heart. Because why else would he make a black guy that is literally 3/5 of a person? And I saw everybody's buttholes just... they were like, oh, no! And Julian was like, yes. That was great.
You know what would be the funniest thing? Is if he commented on this video and said that never happened.
He was like, I was actually very upset.
We're gonna take Julian in this.
He's gonna say, you know what? I actually told him not to go hard.
That same night,
I've been having a hard day.
I almost hit him. Dude, the roast starts.
Backpedal.
The roast started, and I walked up and I brought a little step stool.
Wait, was it after you said this?
No,
You
no,
wanted
no,
to hit
no,
him?
no,
Oh,
it was
okay.
before. I brought right when we started, I brought a little step stool out and I set it down. I was like, this is so you can say all these roasts to my face. And then he got on top of it and fucking kissed me on the lips.
Oh,
And out of instinct, I went to hit him, and I was like, and then I just mushed his face. I was like, stop, stop it, you surprised
that's the
me.
second episode in a row where he's talked about a black guy kissing
Black
him
guy
on the
kissing me
mouth.
on the mouth. Yeah, you're not wrong.
First, it was a giant black guy.
Now it's a little.
Now it's a oh, the pendulum swings.
Brent does discriminate based off color, but not size. You know, one of those black guys kiss him on the mouth.
Oh man.
Not even his wife.
Actually, you know what? I think only, because I'm talking about dudes, only black men have kissed me on the mouth. Which seems like a strictly white guy activity, if we're being honest.
Yeah. That's white boy fun, dude.
Fucking.
That's real white boy summer shit. Oh my god. Also, I was not shitting on JP for having Whataburger shirts. I think it's fucking dope. You guys were being dicks.
We were being dicks to you, not him.
Yeah, you're like, oh.
I was actually standing up for JP.
Yeah, so was I.
You, Matt. How about
Yeah,
that?
I was standing up to JP too.
How about this? I'll
That's
spit it
fine.
and yell at Matt.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Talk about his shorts.
It literally looks like he's wearing underwear.
Yeah, it does. I can't argue with that.
It does look like you're wearing spandex.
Yeah. You could probably see my ball bag if I can't. I can't see it from
100%
here.
see your ball bag.
I cannot see it, but
Thank
I'm sure
God
you
the camera
can.
isn't.
When's the last time you have seen it?
Not in a mirror.
Not squatting over a mirror.
Also, the picture I sent you of my weigh-in.
Yeah.
Did you guys see my ball bag in it?
No.
All right.
I didn't look that close. Because I
didn't even see that you sent a picture of the weigh-ins.
No, it was a while ago, like
I
a
just
few weeks ago.
assumed you were probably naked, and I was just like, we're going to graze
Yeah, my
right
ass
past
cheeks
this.
and my ball sack were in there.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
But no, I don't remember, to be honest with you. It's been a while.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
I can see mine again.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice to be able to look down and not have to suck my stomach in. Like, oh, look.
So when I'm hard, I could see my penis, but I can't
But
see.
just the tip.
But
You were more generous than I was going to be. When I get hard, I can see my penis.
But who knows where the base of that thing is? He just has to trust that his wife's going all the way down.
In her defense, she could deep throat now, you know? There was very little motion, just like a...
If you knew.
Who are we kidding? She's not gonna suck his dick. What are we talking about?
No, I'm talking about I measured myself recently.
Yeah,
Jesus
you were
Christ.
430 pounds.
No, my penis size. And it was, yeah.
Humbling?
Yes. Very much humbling.
Well, I think they say for every, like...
Yeah, it's true. It's 100%. Like if I pull the fat back, I have 2 inches if I pull the fat back. Let's put it that way.
Well, yeah, that's how it works.
And then it doubles in size.
Right now it's just head. Just the tip.
Just a turtle head just popped out.
I was hoping this
How are we?
podcast
We're
wouldn't
like
turn into me
20
talking
minutes
about.
in. We're
Yeah.
talking
my
about your
penis.
dick. That's
I know.
crazy.
Also, you
I brought it up.
brought it up.
Yeah.
Fucking-
No, it's not true. He did because he's like, when was the last time you
I
seen your
said
ball?
ball bag. You know, like you went to dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I could see.
Usually
that.
we're like, I can see it when it gets hard.
Because I could see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of dicks, but not literal dicks, I gotta talk about this fucking story that I read on the news the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, so story time. There are 3 types of like falcons in Australia that will swoop into wildfires, pick up burning sticks, and then go set a fire somewhere else. They'll literally spread the fire so that way they can hunt that ground. Because when it starts on fire, all of the little animals run out from that area.
Are
So-
these? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Are these government birds? What is this?
They're only dropping like fire where Aborigine people live.
I was gonna say, I was like, I didn't know that the birds were trained by the homeless in LA.
Dude, everything in Australia is trying. Even the fucking birds aren't on your side.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
How pissed would you be if your fucking house burned down because a goddamn hawk wanted a mouse?
Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Have
So
you ever-
now,
Yeah, but I wonder if that's well known for people who live in the woods, like live out in the country, and they probably just shoot hawks.
Well, you do just shoot hawks. Yes.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If there's not anyone around and you grew up not in a populated area, everything gets shot.
Yeah, everything is fair game. That's fair. I was like, well, I don't know if shooting hawks in the. I was from the Midwest, and then but when you started, I was like, oh yeah. If nobody's around,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
gets
you're not
done.
doing it in town.
Well,
You'll go
what's-
to jail. But
What's the wildest thing you've shot when nobody was around that you're willing to admit?
so I was gonna say,
He's
I was
like, I'd like to still go hunting.
yeah, game wardens don't need a lot of proof to take you to prison for life. So
That's fair. We don't have to talk about that.
nothing ever. I get my tags and my permits, but I can tell you guys some wild stories off camera.
Ooh, I've got a wild one we can tell on camera.
Yeah.
Because so I had a buddy of mine in high school whose little cousin we had this like big marsh area right outside of town, and we'd go out there and shoot all the time, target shoot. Well, his little cousin went out there, and he had a 22, and there's like all these Canadian geese like 80 yards out in the middle of this field, right?
Yep.
And he's just out there like just fucking popping shots off. It's not season, right? You get in big trouble for killing a Canada goose outside of season.
If you get caught.
Well,
What'd
he
you say?
popped a shot, lobbed it. It fucking killed one.
yeah.
And they couldn't get to it because it was all the way out in the marsh. So they just fucking
Oh
left.
fuck yeah.
So they left. Dude, the fucking DNR in this tiny town in Iowa found that fucking goose, took it to the big city next to us, had the fucking bullet extracted, ran for fucking rifle marks,
Yeah.
and they caught my buddy's fucking cousin. Like they took his fucking hunting license away for like 12 years.
Yeah, probably took his
And
guns.
took all of his
Yeah.
guns, the huge fines. And he was like 14, maybe.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, say they don't play. Because also, game wardens are the only like kind of law enforcement that doesn't need a warrant to come into your house.
Yeah, they're also pussies.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if a game warden can show up to your house and go, I hear that you have illegal meat. And then they can come into your house, they can go through your freezers, and if they find anything that you don't have a tag in relation to, they can take you to fucking jail.
Jesus Christ.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
game wardens have way too much power. Especially for a bunch of guys that like ended up just not being able to be cops.
I feel like
They were like, you know what I want to do? I want to be a cop for deer.
Yeah.
I feel like if you weren't a comic, is that the route you would have went?
No.
Either truck mechanic or game warden?
I would have ended up doing construction on the side of the highway. Fucking, what are you talking about?
Well, you definitely wouldn't have been
You
fat.
don't have construction on the side of the highway, body bud.
Well,
okay,
yeah.
Bubba.
It's because I've been doing comedy for fucking 6 years.
You'd be that guy just turning the stop sign.
Come on.
Maybe that's how Alex Cunningham got those big ass forearms.
Yeah, because the sign's so much bigger than him.
The wind blows and just fucking takes him off.
Yeah. It's spinning. He's swinging around it.
Because he JB welded his hands to the fucking post. Shout out Alex Cunningham, who booked me on a 4-day run, so please don't take me off of that show now.
I hope he calls you right after this. Like
Right after if this episode
It's not
comes
even-
out
it's
while
not even
we're on the
posted
run.
Yeah, exactly. JP sends it to him.
Yeah. He's like, hey.
Just want you to know.
We're
Really-
looking to do a different 3-man
Really, it was
podcast.
just me who messaged him.
Yeah.
Next
Alex-
week it's like, welcome to Two Bubs.
Alex goes, thanks, but man, I'm still not booking you.
What animal have you had the most dickheadish interaction with? Like, most piece of shit animal?
Oh, possums.
Like the fucking bird, that's a dickhead. Certain things on fire. What's
Seagulls. I
Ooh.
fucking hate seagulls.
Yeah, yeah, and you guys get there's a lot of
So
seagulls
many,
there.
like,
yeah.
especially like you go fishing
Yeah.
over there, they'll like shit. They'll shit on the boat. Like you're
Yeah.
on the boat fishing, they're just like a flock, and then we'll just shit on everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Geese are pieces of shit.
Are
Geese
they?
pieces
Yeah,
of shit, yeah.
because geese are violent.
Geese suck. They'll bite
Like-
you for no reason.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, and they'll like chase you around and attack you.
I've killed multiple seagulls before.
Yeah. It would be hard to kill a goose. You're gonna get bit. You're gonna
Yeah.
get fucked up a little bit.
Also,
Yeah.
it was. I was surprised how easy it was to kill a seagull.
Yeah, if you can
Yeah.
get your hands on it.
I threw no. I threw a rock at one and it died.
Oh well, yeah. So
Well,
yeah, if you have a weapon.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
If
like
you
it wasn't
cheat.
like a huge rock.
Yeah, but
What
still,
fucking boulder.
what am I
That
gonna-
was like, it
Also-
was sleeping on its nest with all of its chicks underneath of it.
Matt has a catapult. Fire!
Those trebuchets like they used to fucking cattle.
Well,
He's got it zeroed in from fucking 80 yards away.
Were you imagining me like chasing down a seagull and jumping on it and
A
strangling
little
it?
bit, yeah.
I
Or
was
it
more-
landed on a boat that you were on, and you're just like, ah!
I was more thinking like the only thing that could motivate you to be fast enough to catch a seagull is if you were sitting there eating and it tried to take a fry. You're just like, ha! It's caught it, and then like whipped it like a whip and broke its neck.
Yeah, he's like Mr. Miyagi with flies.
No, I worked next to I worked at a pharmacy and was right next door to a Chinese restaurant, and
So there were chopsticks involved. You grabbed a seagull.
I think you killed a dog.
Fluffy.
why is this dog dressed as a duck?
This is why you shouldn't dress up your animals.
No, so every day at fucking 5 p.m. they would throw out scraps, and then there'd be like 150 seagulls.
Yeah.
That would just swoop down and fly in circles.
Yeah.
And on multiple occasions, while they were I just threw rocks.
Yeah.
And one would always end up dead.
Yeah. Yeah, birds, but also birds are kind of dumb. We used to play a game where anytime you saw a rabbit, you try to hit it with something. So like if you're like walking in the house and you like see a rabbit, you like chuck your wallet at it. You always miss.
Like a rabbit in someone's house, or are you talking about a rabbit out in the
Like a rabbit in a cage. That's
like a
somebody's
pet rabbit?
I just walk in, cave the cage in, and fucking beat the shit out.
I think that'd be more funny.
Yeah.
This-
No, just like a wild rabbit. Just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're walking into like you and a group of guys, and then just like whoever could hit it.
Did you ever accidentally do that to like someone's pet? Like throw something at it?
No one just had rabbits in the yard.
Oh, they did. No, I'm not talking about like you went into your buddy's house and you didn't know he had a pet rabbit.
No one just has rabbits walking around their house.
In New York, there are.
What kind of fucking gay liberal shit did you do?
What do you? I never had one, but I know people who did.
You had buddies that had rabbits hopping around their house. Also,
Yeah.
if I walked into a house, there was a rabbit hopping around, I wouldn't instantly just be like, target acquired.
No, just like because like accidentally do it because it's just what you do.
Yeah. No,
No?
see, I didn't grow up with people that had that kind of that many pets of different things other than dogs.
Yeah, I mean it was dogs, cats, and rabbits where I'm from.
Yeah.
Well, I get the rabbit thing in New York because everybody lives in smaller apartments. So it's an
Oh,
animal
this,
you
is,
can
this was
keep
on
in
Long
a-
Island.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
like,
know what the fucking difference is.
It's all fucking
Oh,
New York to us,
okay.
Bubba.
Do they have
No, this is-
houses on Long Island? I guess.
no, it's bigger spaces. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
it's like Georgetown.
Everyone has half a square foot. Yeah. Yeah, no, I didn't grow up with anybody that had pet rabbits.
Fair enough.
I had people that like sold rabbits and stuff. But
For
they
like
were
eating.
Yeah, but they're in like cages in the backyard.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, factory
Yeah,
farms.
it's an animal.
I know, but still.
Matt likes animals a lot more than he likes people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Clearly, I have a paralyzed dog.
Dude.
I don't know.
Dobby
Eric wants to shoot
gets
that
me
thing
every time.
badly.
Dude.
Yeah.
Dobby. Is that his
dude.
actual name?
No, it looks like a house elf though.
Massa.
Master has presented me with a sock.
Yeah. Dude, there was nothing funnier than whenever we were sitting over there at your house playing poker, and your wife was in bed, all the like kids were gone, and I was just like, I watched that dog crawl in and out of the house, and I went, buddy. I was like, I don't know anyone.
No,
that
you were
wouldn't
drunk. You
have
might have said Bubba.
Yeah, there's a good chance.
Yeah.
There's a good chance that was a Bubba night,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I don't know anyone back home that wouldn't have shot that fucking dog. Dude, literally like 2 weeks after that, I went home. Did I tell you guys the story about the possum on my buddy's back porch?
No.
No, but you did say possum about the most annoying animal. So
Oh yeah, they're feral monsters, but they're basically there's big rats. Is all they are. So literally like 2 weeks after that, I went home. I was hanging out with all my buddies. My buddy lives out in the country, and they turned on their like back porch light, and my buddy's sitting there holding his like newborn baby, and it's me, him, his wife, a couple other friends, and his wife sees a possum on the back porch and yells, give me that baby and get a gun. And that's exactly what happened. He went, oh yeah, hands her, runs in because he knew exactly where the closest gun was, grabs the gun, runs out, shoots the thing, and kills it. And I died laughing hysterically. And I was like, the difference between my friends here and in Texas is so wild. Because I was like, if you would have done that in front of some of my buddies there, they would have been like, what the fuck? Where they're all like, well, yeah, like it's a nuisance. You don't want it like that. It's getting too close to the house. And I was like, no. I understand. I'm on your side, guys.
I'm fully on board.
Yeah, anybody from Austin, they would have given you a stern talking to for 20 minutes.
The Gerald fucking Facebook page
Yeah.
is constantly people like, can you identify this snake? Can somebody move this snake? And then I'm always just like, just fucking kill that fucking snake.
Yeah, does no one have shovels?
Yeah, and then somebody says something like that, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, you got to relocate it." It's a snake. It helps you. Fucking, there's a billion of them. Killing a snake in your backyard does not affect the ecosystem.
You know what's wild too? People are saying relocate spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see that too? Like these giant spiders. Like, don't kill it.
Dude.
They're good for the environment. They kill mosquitoes.
To be fair, I did have like a pet spider at my house in Omaha.
Fucking
Not
weirdo.
a pet spider that I kept in the house.
You freak.
But one of those big golden orb weavers.
Oh,
And he was right up in the corner of like our patio.
Yeah.
And he never fucked with me. He never left his thing. So I was like, you can live
Yeah.
as long as you'll fight. And he was cool. He
Calling
hung
it
out
as a
there,
pet.
you know?
Yeah.
Such
Calling it
white
pet was-
trash.
And there's one dude.
Middle
I've
of
got
it.
one at my house now.
Yeah.
That's like one of those little, those like little cute ones you see in a cartoon with like they're like
Yeah,
furrier and they're like small. He's like one of those.
A tarantula.
No, the small
No,
one.
I know exactly what you're
You know what I'm
talking
talking about?
There's a
small
kid
one.
show.
Yeah,
There's a kid show. Yeah.
And so there's one that's like living in my sliding door on the outside. And my wife was like, "Oh my God, would you kill that thing?" And I was like, "Bitch, no. You kill it if you don't like it."
If it's by the sliding door, it's dead for me. But if it's outside, I'll let it be. If it doesn't get too close, it's fine.
There was one that was on the front that was a huge spider. It turned out to be one of the good ones. So it was near the front door, and I smacked it with my flip flop, and then it disappeared. Wound up going onto the back porch the next day, in the corner, and I left it there for a little while until my wife started complaining. But that thing, I swear to God, no fucking flies, no mosquitoes in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing. But then one of the kids that was doing our lawn got scared and was like, so their mom was like, "Can you remove the spider, please?" And I was like, "Fine." And then I
Hit it with a shoe and she goes,
so I did the same thing again, and then the stupid spider, or I should say the smart spider, went up on the fence in the corner and made the web over there on the fence.
I would just like to say, this story is just, Matt isn't man enough to kill a spider with a shoe.
No, I'd rather have less mosquitoes.
No. But this is, you've swung at a spider twice.
Yeah, the fucker is fast.
Dude,
I didn't miss. No, I hit it, but it got away.
it's stronger than his
If I
force.
miss a spider, I'm like, I might as well burn this fucking house down. I'm not hanging out around some spider with a grudge.
Yeah. Did you guys ever have the dream as a kid that you like kill a spider and then it keeps coming back bigger?
No.
No.
Did you guys ever have that nightmare?
No.
Dude, I had that a couple times as a kid that you'd like kill a spider and then in your dream it just kept on coming back bigger and bigger and bigger.
No.
Have you ever had a
Yeah.
spider run across you while you're sleeping?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I was living in Denver, and I had those wolf spiders. They're like
Yes.
they look like mini
Ooh,
tarantulas.
yeah, fuck
We had a
those
bunch.
things.
They're in Denver. They're all over the place. And so I'm laying in bed, and I'm like about to fall asleep, and I literally feel it walked across my face, and I freaked the fuck out. I was like, ah! I jumped up. Then he fucks. My wife was like, "What's going on?" I was like, "There's a spider." I was like, "Are you talking in your sleep?" I was like, "No, there's a fucking. It's over there in the corner."
Yeah.
Yeah, there was when I was in Georgetown, I woke up to a spider coming down on my face like this, and I fucking swatted at it and missed it.
Hit your
And
wife.
He cuts the web, it falls in his mouth.
Well, they say how many spiders? 12 spiders
That's
you
not
swallow.
real.
Of course
Yeah.
it's
That's
not.
not real.
Of course it's not. But
Yeah, but on that same note, I did have at my old apartment, because it was all people that did not care about keeping bugs out, all living all around us. We had those little like tiny, I don't know, a roach. It was like the tiny little like water roaches.
Oh yeah.
I was fighting them all
those
the
things
time.
are huge.
Well, but this one was
You
small.
had the smaller one? Okay.
Yeah, so we had the smaller because I sprayed a lot to
Yeah,
kill
yeah.
them. but I had one crawl up my phone charger one night. As I was holding my phone playing on it, I just see it and I go, what the fuck? And I fucking chuck my phone, wake my wife up out of sleep. She goes, ah! And I was like, fuck! I'm like running, grabbing a shoe, smashing it on the fucking ground. And I was like, all right, I guess I'm not sleeping tonight now.
So my worst. Oh, wait.
No, go ahead. You start talking.
My worst experience with like bugs and shit like that. Dude, I was going to the Tower City Comedy Festival in Paris, Texas, and I was like, I'm just gonna get the cheapest hotel room I can get. Fuck it. Like I usually stay in cheap shit. So I got this like $50 a night room. And I get there, I check in, and I should have known immediately because there was a sign that said, no refunds after check. Yeah, like you only have 30 minutes after check-in to like get a refund in your room.
Fuck.
But I was like, well, it can't be.
I'm pretty sure that's what it set up in Colorado too.
Probably.
That place wasn't as bad as you think it was.
Yeah.
However,
this one was fucking tough.
Yeah.
Like walk in the room and I sit down and like I always check for bed bugs. There's no bed bugs. So I was like, okay, that's fine. I can pretty much deal with whatever. And then I turn the TV on and it like doesn't work. It's got like it's like distorted all over the place. And I was like, fuck. Whatever, I'm here for 2 days. Like, I can deal without that, right? And then everything just progressively got worse after the 30-minute mark.
Yeah.
I walked in, and there's, like, hairs on the towels still. And I was like, well, I'm not using those. And, like, the bed, like, I went out and bought new sheets and a pillowcase to, like, sleep on the bed with.
it would have been cheaper for you to get a better hotel.
Yeah, but I had prepaid.
Yeah, that's the problem.
So, but then I'm like laying there and I was like, whatever, it's really not that bad. And I see a roach crawl out from behind this picture. And I was just like, fuck! Like, no!
When I lived in Round Rock, we got infested with, what is it called? Well, different kinds of multiple ants. So those small black ones that bite, and then also fire ants.
That bite worse?
Yes.
Yeah.
But on multiple occasions, I'm just like in my living room watching TV, and then my feet get bit.
Yeah. Well, guys, it has hit a crucial point in the pod.
It has.
Where we have to pick the
For everybody listening, the name of the podcast is Two Bubs, One And every episode we pick the who said the cringiest, the worst, the
So I said one thing that could be considered that, but so did Brent. So
yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we have a clear
No, we don't.
No, I don't think
I also
so
don't
tonight.
like that Eric's never in the running for it. It hasn't been in the running yet.
Because I'm the best.
You know what?
Talking about?
That is an odd thing to say.
Pointing it out is too, though. I was gonna try to team up with you, but now you're taking shots. So
see, I'm smart enough to know like eventually Matt will fuck it up and Eric will be on my side. So Eric doesn't want to choose Matt because he thinks he's gonna be mad, but also
no, he likes when I'm
Matt
mad.
talks and we're just like, well,
no, I think
what's my thing? What was my thing?
Eric.
his thing.
Because Matt doesn't actually think I have to. He's just trying to take it off of him.
No, there was something before, but I don't remember what it was, to be honest with
Couldn't have
you.
been
Then it wasn't that bad.
All right, guys. Hand me the gun.
If you're the 5 times in a row, you kill yourself all the time.
Live. We're going to go Facebook Live.
Streaming on Twitch now.
Oh, man. No, let's be serious. Am I the again?
I don't know. We might have to make the viewers vote at home.
What did you think, JP?
Fucking great app, man. Damn.
Yeah, you're the tiebreaker here.
Maybe Eric?
Well, that's not true.
You know what?
I might just always pick Eric because I know I'm the best.
Yeah.
We explained to you what the was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you having trouble with this, or is it?
This is another thing.
Come on,
like,
guys.
there's been 2 separate occasions where I was about to be like, you know what? Maybe it was me. And then Matt would start talking again. And I was like, well, this is getting
That's
better.
also not true. You're
I
a
think you might
liar.
have lost it in the 4th quarter, dude.
That's fine. That's fine.
You're the tortoise in the hare.
I was just gonna say something that would have definitely given me the.
The only thing that I've been elevated, this episode.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know what the he's been kissed by many black men.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That means I am an ally.
No, I forgot.
Sure.
Damn it, I forgot.
Sure you are.
Or I was.
Well, you can't say that word, right? Yeah.
Oh, cut that, JP.
You're the
Well, you have no proof because he's gonna cut it. So.
Hey.
He's gonna say I was.
Hey.
You know what? This whole episode, though, like, I'd be awkwardly quiet for a minute, and I'd be like, "Oh, you haven't said anything in a second." So I'd have to, or I'd catch myself doing like weird shit with my hands. So I was like, "I think I'll take it." You know what I mean? Like,
All right.
just so Matt doesn't cry.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
No, then I'm gonna complain that I wasn't the Either way, there's gonna be crying.
Yeah, because if you're not the that means you weren't important at all this episode.
That was heinous.
That
That was fucking heinous. That was fucking wild.
Dude.
It was.
That was harsh, dude.
Jesus
You guys
Christ.
gotta ride home together. Holy fuck. All right, you know what? Let's do some plugs. Everybody vote at home because we're very divided. We can't figure it out. Everybody, please check my stuff out. Eric Biggs Comedy on Instagram. You can find all my dates, anything I'm doing there. Matt, buddy, what you got?
I have a therapist appointment in. Now I'm at Matt Butera Comedy. Also, we have an Instagram page and a YouTube page for this show. They're both Two Bubs, One Up podcast. You can get that on Instagram, YouTube. Also, make sure you download on Apple, Spotify, or if you want to get the full video on YouTube, do that. And make sure you leave us a review. Make sure you rate us. Let us know what you think. Also, who was the for this episode?
Yeah, let us know. What do you got, buddy?
That was a lot of instructions. I know none of our viewers are going to be quick. So if you
Why
need
are
to
you
pause
shitting on
it,
the
rewind it.
viewers?
I just know who's going to enjoy. We know our audience, right? Our type of people, we're not.
Not
We're not that
fast
quick.
learners.
Yeah. If you read when's the last time you remembered more than 2 things?
Oh, that's the fourth thing that you said that was an for this episode.
No, I think that was just me being mean.
All right,
If
hey,
I'm mean
do
to
you know your plugs? We gotta wrap. Motherfucker.
Well, I'm supposed to be doing Matt's show next Friday. Lazy days. We'll find out if that's still scheduled. And then I got my show in Gerald at the Lucky Penny, 3rd Saturday of the month.
Hell yeah. And everybody, please make sure you also check out our amazing producer for this podcast, the wonderful JP.
Yeah.
He also produces the Birthday Boys podcast that I do as well. You can find him for any kind of scheduling or booking at Birthday Boys Productions.
Also, what is it, Yoga ATX?
Oh, yeah. You can also find his other projects, Yoga ATX. And most importantly, see you guys next week.
Also, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this.
Okay, he's going to
But-
keep going.
Yeah, Yoga ATX. If you want to see some hot chicks doing yoga. Yeah, I don't know.
I think he'll just cut it right
Yeah,
out.